Hi guys, long time no see. I thought I could come back and give you guys a kind of like a halfway through 2026 update, mid-year wrap-up type thing, because I've been MIA for quite a while. I decided I was gonna do this, and I borrowed some questions from Larry Reads here on YouTube, and I also got some book stats for you guys. So we'll start with my book stats. So this year I have read 61 books so far, and I broke it down into different genres. I have read 14 manga graphic novels, 1 nonfiction, 16 romance, 5 children YA, 14 fantasy romantasy, 16 literary fiction, and 5 mystery thriller type books. It's been a really good reading year so far. I was just working for my dad until February, and then end of February I started a new job, and I do get to travel a lot, so I've been doing a lot of audiobooks and able to get my reading goals taken care of that way. Some more stats. I have my average rating so far this year is a 4.16, and I wanted to keep track of the numbers of books I bought this year, and we're only at 28 so far. So we're doing pretty good, honestly. So the first one is the best book I've read so far in 2026. And I really have a toss-up for this one. And the two I'm between are The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. I absolutely love this one. I did the audiobook of it, and it was literally to die for. It's fall in love in every lifetime, no matter the time, and it's just, it made me scream in my car and cry and all the things. And then the other one, I actually don't have physically with me right now because I lent it out to my cousin, but it's The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I have never read an Adrienne Young book before, and I loved it so much. The magical realism, the time travel, even the mystery murder aspect to it was so good. And I did the audiobook for that one too, so audiobooks for the win this year, honestly. What was that? Oh my gosh. Literally so good. I can't decide between the two of these right now. It's gonna be so hard to pick a top book of the year because we still have a whole nother half of the year for more books, and it's gonna be so hard to pick. Oh my gosh, guys. The next one is the worst book I have read in 2026, and this is not to say that I hated this. I gave it a 2.75 star. It felt like a Wattpad book to me, but like, did I have fun? Yeah, absolutely. And which is Bulletproof by K.M. Moranova. I am planning to read more of this author's books. I actually just had my mom pick me up The Demon Heart, Betrayal of the Heart, or something like that. Oh, this one. I just had her pick that up for me recently from Walmart, because I had a great time in this. It's just the lowest rated star I have so far this year. But also look at the edges. They're so fun. Yeah, that's that. For this next one, it's a new release that I have not read yet. I have 2 of these. One I have physically, the other one I still need to get a physical copy of. But the first one is Elsie Silver's Fever Dream that just barely came out, about Emmett and Theo's sister. And this is actually our book club book for July, so I am going to read this month. The other one is The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston, and I'm really excited to read that book. I love her books, and I'm really excited for this one. I love the magical realism that she adds to it. I think she does a really good job of adding just enough to make it an interesting part of the plot without making it the focus, if that makes sense. Like, it's a big part of the plot, but like the romance is still a big thing too. The next prompt is my most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and I have got to say it's The Knave and the Moon. The same cousin that I lent The Unmaking of June Farrow to, I also lent The Night and the Moth book to. I actually got to see Rachel Gillig a couple weeks ago, and at a book event. I don't just hang out with her. We're not friends, unfortunately. I would love to be, if she's up for it. But no, I went to an author event in a city close to where I live, and she was there, as well as Sasha Payton Smith. And I already have a copy of the Barnes & Noble exclusive hardcover of The Night and the Moth, and I had her sign that one and put my name on it. But then I also got, because with your ticket to the event, I got the new indie special edition with the sprayed edges of the paperback of The Night and the Moth, and she signed that one as well. Bless her heart, love her. Yeah, she's really awesome, and I'm really excited for The Knave and the Moon. The Night and the Moth ends on such a sad cliffhanger, and I need answers and also resolution. But I'm really hoping. I love One Dark Window. That trilogy, that duology was so good, and so I don't think Rachel will let us down. We'll see. I'm very excited for it. The biggest surprise so far this year has actually been Invincible. Ugh. This thing is ginormous. But I've been reading the Invincible comics. I actually haven't read this compendium yet, but I read the first compendium. I read it on Kindle on my phone. So I don't have that one physically, but I have this one, and I'm planning on getting the first compendium and the third one. It's really fun. If you haven't heard of this or the TV show, on Prime, this was made into a TV series, and I remember I watched the first season of it when I was in college, and I didn't realize, for some reason, that it was also a comic series. And I just recently got on my Kindle the Comixology subscription, and the first 10 volumes of Invincible are on there for free with your subscription. And so I read all of them literally almost within a single month, and it's been really fun. It's just very different from what I normally read, so that's why I say it's the most surprising, because I'm not really a comic person, but maybe I am now, honestly. Really good. A favorite new author, either debut or new to me. I chose a debut author. I got to read The Ark of Bloodbound, and then I bought I think it's just a first edition print with the, look at that, with the, oh, wait. This is a reversible dust jacket. I never realized that. We have a red side and a blue side. Sorry, I got distracted and it got bent. That is so rude. Anyways, so I read this on Kindle first, and then when it came out, I decided I liked it a lot and wanted the physical copy of it. I think this one, I just really liked. It was different from a lot of the fantasy books that I've read recently. It was still close enough to like the vibes of other fantasy books that I really like, but also different enough in certain aspects. And I really like the take on mates in this, and how, I won't actually say anything. That's all I'll say about that, because it was very, I think going into it, not knowing a ton was something that made me like it more than I thought I would. Yeah, and that's all about this one. My newest fictional crush is Owen Mallory from The Everlasting. Literally, I love him so much. He's such a nerd and awkward, and just, he reminds me kind of Milo from Atlantis, the cartoon. And I literally love him so much. He's so precious. Can we just make him into real life and I can have him as a boyfriend? Because I would love that. Please. A book that made me cry. So the author sent me this book, All the Yellow Posies, a while back. Her name is Elaine de Bohun, and I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not, but this book is so good. It's a historical, I would say it's a historical fiction, not so much a romance. There is romance in this, but there's so much more than that, and it's beautiful. It's also set during, not during World War II, but like slightly after that, I believe. Let me check actually. Oh, World War I. Alexa, what year did World War I start?
World War I kicked off in 1914 when Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia on July 28.
Okay, so it's actually after World War I. It takes place starting in 1919, and it's this girl, main character that you follow, but you also follow her interactions with this specific family that she ends up renting a apartment above their tailor shop, and you just get to kind of see.
Sounds like you're describing a post-World War I story set in 1919. That's a fascinating time.
Alexa, stop. They're always listening. Anyways, you get to just see her interact with the family, specifically the brothers, and, well, specifically all the children, really, because she gets to be really good friends with the sister. And the other two brothers, she interacts with them in romantic ways, but also in friend ways as well. And then it's just also very sad. I was about halfway through it when I was like, I don't know if I can go on. I went on and it was worth it, and I think you guys should read it. A book that made me happy was In Her Own League by Liz Tomforty. I love this author. Her books are so good. I love a good sports romance. I love Monty. First of all, I'm so glad he got his own book now, and it just made me happy. Like, there's not a lot I can say about this, but it fulfills the prompt, and I really liked it a lot. Okay, this one is the most beautiful book I've bought this year, and it is literally so beautiful. I'm going to show you the dust jacket, the naked cover, and the end pages, because it's just so beautiful. So, dust jacket, it's the Wicked Sea. And you think, oh, this is just like a normal book. It has like silvery sprayed edges. I don't know if you can see it, kind of. And then this is the naked cover. Literally beautiful. And then even this is so pretty on the side. And then the end pages. Right? Literally so beautiful. I've not read it yet. I literally bought it because it was beautiful. But if you have read this, let me know if it was good or not. I will be keeping it regardless because of how beautiful it is. But if you have read it, let me know if I should move it up on my needing to read, because I have an immensely long TBR. It's literally like 130 books. It's so big. Anyways, the next one is what books do I need to read this year? Like I said earlier, Fever Dream and The Someday Garden. Really want to read those this year. I also need to read, I have some of them. Wild Reverence. My dust jacket is somewhere, but I really like this, so I have it displayed without the dust jacket. Need to read Wild Reverence. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I love Rebecca Ross's writing, so I think I'll like it regardless. Also, I have started this, but I've only gotten like a chapter into it. Rites of Starling by Devney Perry. It's the second book to Shield of Sparrows. I loved Shield of Sparrows last year. That was actually one of my top 2 picks. I think it was my top book last year, honestly. It rotates between that and The Night and the Moth. Another one I want to read, The Knave and the Moon. Already mentioned it. And then I also want to read Graceless Heart by Isabel Ibanez. This is another beautiful book. Is the inside pretty too? Oh, that's really pretty too. Anyways, really want to read this one. I think there is a second one that's supposed to come out next year, possibly, to this one. And then also, just so many on my TBR. Like, I need to read And Now Back to You. Haven't done that yet. I need to read, what else? The In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams, the last book in that little 4-sibling, the When in Rome series. It's the last one in that. What else? Literally so many. That's just honestly a handful of the ones that I was like, I need to do those soon. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys, and hopefully this wasn't a million years long, but it's good to be back, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Cross your fingers. Okay, bye!